welcome along to the West Wales Karting Virtual Racing Xbox platform here today, where we're going to be taking on the Caterhams. And look at the lineup we've got. 15 drivers, a really big field here at round 1 of this new series that we're doing. It's going to be at the made-up track on ProjectCars2, the Mojave circuit, and it's actually got about 5 different layouts, I think, so we're going to be visiting each one. And round 1 here today is at Cougar Ridge, 3.45 miles long, so quite a lengthy circuit, 17 turns, very, very twisty, quite some fast corners, well, basically a very big variety of different corners. Lots of crestiness ratings going on, and hills and camber changes. It's going to be a hell of a battle. A random grid as well. So we've got Duchev, welcome to the championship, on pole position. That's a nice way to start the series, isn't it? Alex CDL second, Scuderia Sam third. And, well, I haven't got time to go through all of them because there's a hell of a lot of drivers in this one on the grid now. And I think it's a jump start from one of them already at the back there. Not quite sure who that was, so I'm going to have to learn what colour cars are who here. But it's Duchev who gets a storming start, and now the Caterhams heading down the hill and into turn 2 or 3. I don't know what turns these are yet because I haven't learnt the circuit. Oh, bang! There's a massive impact at turn 3, I think it was. That's Scuderia Sam involved there. And I think it was Free Gazelle who rear-ended him, just missed his braking point slightly. It's a really tricky corner, that, as they head now onto the banked corner, going banks section of the circuit. And this is Chris Doherty really putting Alex under pressure. These two have moved to the front of the field with Stuart Davis, Crazy Stewpot, Cherry Berry, Scuderia Sam now all ahead of Duchev. I don't know what happened to Duchev there. He got involved in the contact quite possibly at turn 3. And Chris Doherty trying to go around the outside of Alex. They're both in green cars, but Chris is in the slightly more Irishy green. And down the inside of all of them is Stuart Davis, and he's going to try and nab first position, but doesn't quite. That's incredible, but trying a brave manoeuvre going down there. It's a really fast corner, and Crazy Stewpot in the mix too. Great to see Crazy Stewpot back in action. And joining me as always is Alex CDL. Oh, not Alex CDL, that's Alex CDL going down to 5th there. But Alex is in the commentary with me now. It's a great start to this race.
Yeah, great start. Wasn't a great start for Loopy McGee, who got disqualified for that jump start, as there's no pit lane to take any drive-through, so he's out the race immediately, as we see Adam and it looks like Duchev racing together. There's quite a lot of blue cars, it's quite hard to keep along. There's see Cherry Berry in 3rd place. It's a good 3rd place for him, with Stu and Alex behind him. It's quite a close pack in the top 5. It's only 2 seconds in it. I wonder what happened to Alex there. He's down to 5th from 3rd. He was going quite well. As we see that one of the new boys, Toxico, really putting pressure on Duchev and Adam as go around the outside into the tunnel, looks like.
You have to be so careful going through there. That corner of the tunnel is waiting to catch any drivers unaware. We've seen in practice a few drivers end up in that wall there, face planting it, and it really does cost you time, that.
Yeah, it really does. It's very much shouldn't stop as Alex is putting pressure on Crazy Stewpot as they go back onto the loop, as he goes pretty high up. There's no need to go that high up, you can imagine. There's Duchev now really pressuring Adam ahead of him, but he's got to keep in mind of Toxico behind him. There's a great little battle there for down in 7th, 8th and 9th.
Yeah, with so many drivers in the field, it's going to be hard to keep track. But look at this one now. This is Alex CDL right in the slipstream of Crazy Stewpot, and he pulls out to try and go for it down in this really quick corner. It's at the end of the longest straight on this circuit as well, so you get a really good slipstream effect, hitting about 150, 160 miles an hour with a good slipstream through there, and he just about thinks the better of it through there. And Crazy Stewpot gave him room, but yeah, I think Alex there was thinking, well, I'll just play the long game rather than sticking it through here. You can understeer these cars quite easily, surprisingly, as well, considering how much weight is on the front there with the front engines. And that's Cherry Berry in the lime green car. He's up to 3rd now, look, ahead of Crazy Stewpot. That's Toxico going wide as well. He's still battling away with Duchev. He's actually past Duchev, and Adam is still up ahead there. Free Gazelle is back in 10th still, and this is the battle continuing as Alex now CDL down the inside of Crazy Stewpot, and Crazy Stewpot in the white car has to surrender that position, and Alex is on his way now to try and chase after Cherryberry there, just up ahead, and that really lime green car. Alex is in the more sort of classic British racing green. Oh, big contact, big crash. That's Adam over and over and over. What on earth happened there? I think that was also, was it Toxico involved there too?
Yeah.
Yes, he's on his roof. Well, they haven't got roofs, but you know.
Yeah, on his roll cage.
Yeah, on his helmet.
Yeah, I think Toxico just. Sorry. Oh, looks like Cherryberry. Yeah, that's Cherryberry. He's down to 5th. He's had a big accident as well. All sorts of crashes happening as we see Scuderia Sam for the first time. He's had a quiet start besides that little bump and run with Free Gazelle. So he's having a quiet one in 5th. But 2 big accidents there. But when it came to Adam and Toxico, I think Adam just didn't see him and sort of cut across him, and that caused both of them to roll over.
Yeah, it's a really tricky corner that, even by yourself, and when you've got 2 cars going side by side there, it gets extra tricky, and you can see what sort of accident
Chris.
can happen. Oh, there's Chris, look, round, but it's on practically a straight. I don't know what happened there, just lit up the rear and round, and he just about avoids Alex CDL there, nearly collects him. That's Crazy Stewpot going through as well, and he gets going again now, does Chris. It looks like he just lost it by himself, and he's down to 4th now, and he's going to have Scuderia Sound for company, and that's the red car now, whizzing past on the straight, and that's a bit of luck there for Scuderia Sound, up into 4th ahead of Chris, but you'd imagine with the sort of pace Chris has, he'll be all over the back of that red car soon. Scuderia Sam doesn't quite seem to have the pace here.
You have to wonder if coming off that oval, the car just snapped on him. It's quite a weird way of coming off the track, an oval into a flat piece, but as we see the chrome and orange machine of Stu up in front, he's got a nice little cushion to Alex, who's back into 2nd now after Chris's unfortunate mishap. But as we see Chris here, like you said, he'd be really chasing Sam down, because I don't think Sam's the most comfortable in these cars compared to what we usually do.
No, possibly not, and it's going to be a good battle this. These two have battled each other many times in the past in this racing league as well, so they'll know each other pretty well, and you can see there, I think Scuderia Sam's on the controller, and Chris Doherty is on the steering wheel, like rig setup, so 2 different approaches for this one, and you can see the smooth inputs from Chris Doherty, getting the power down. He's looking down the inside now, very wide bit of the racetrack, but we cut away to Adam. Looking at the timing screens there, I think Scuderia Sam's still ahead just about, placed his car well through there, but he's going to have his hands full now, Chris trying to get past him, isn't he? And Adam here, who's he chasing? He's chasing Dude Chef by the looks of it.
Yeah, as it looks like Chris is trying around the outside into the 1st and 2nd corners. It's very flowing though, that first bit, as he cuts back and goes for the outside of this double right-hander that really... Oh, he's in the barrier. He's outbraked himself. It's really cost himself there. 2 big mistakes, and now he's right back down the field. As Cherryberry's really going quite slow there. I wonder if he missed a gear or something.
Yeah, he's had some good pace. He's up into 3rd or 4th. I think it was 3rd actually, wasn't it, in the opening stages of this race. 15-minute race, as always. And Stuart Davis, yeah, is still in the lead from Alex Edel. But yeah, Cherryberry's gone down the order now, back to 6th, and he's got quite a bit of a gap actually in front of him, and quite a bit of a gap behind him too. He's a bit no man's land at the moment in that lime green machine. But right on board with Stuart now. We'll see how he tackles these few corners here.
It's quite awkward with that big old rearview mirror in the centre. It obscures quite a lot of the view, especially when you want the driving line. But you can see how much lock he's having to put on for these not even tight corners, the long corners, but the car just understeers so much, it's quite tricky to get him around. See Alex here 7 seconds, 6 seconds behind him, really trying to catch with those lap times. It's not going to happen, as Stu as well is very close behind to him.
Yeah, they're all bunching up actually in 2nd and 3rd, and even Scuderia Sam now coming in to play as well. You can see them all in the same shot there just about. So it'll be interesting to see if there's a 3-way battle coming for 2nd soon. But Stuart Davis does seem to have the pace here. He does like an understeery sort of car, doesn't he? That's his sort of driving style. Scuderia Sam, by contrast, for example, is more of an oversteery driver, so perhaps that's not suiting him quite so much. But Crazy Stewpot as well, he's back in action at this championship, isn't he? And he's absolutely flying out of the box here, and he's really putting Alex under pressure. Oh, and that's Duchev now going past Adam, who looks like he's coasting. Yeah, what's happened to Adam? He's had a bit of an issue, and Duchev now in that Gulf sort of liveried car there going past, but now he's having to defend hard from Adam, who's trying to go around the outside, but Duchev just about holds him off. Great bit of driving from both of them there.
Yeah, great driving there from Duchev. He's probably not used to something like this. He usually does IndyCar in his own league. He does. As Adam spun it, he must have just hit the grass slightly, and easy to do in these because they get unsettled very easily. Slightest touch and you're around.
All you have to do is put a wheel in the grass, isn't it? And round you go in these. They're long wheelbase cars.
Yeah, you see Alex almost touching. Stu now just tapping the barrier. He's got away with that. As luckily there's quite a nice braking point, so it shouldn't affect him. But Sam really pushing behind. He's Stu and Alex must have made a mistake because they both did 209s that last lap, whereas Sam was 206.
Yeah, it took a few seconds out then of Alex and Crazy Stewpot there, so it'd be interesting to see if that form continues or not. You'd imagine not, because Alex and Crazy Stewpot have shown quite a bit of pace. And you look at Stuart Davis up front doing 203.3, I mean that's a hell of a lot quicker than what the others are doing at the moment. So you'd have to imagine that the ultimate pace of second and third is quite a bit quicker than that. But if they carry on the way they are, then this could bring it into play here for Scuderia Sam in fourth if he doesn't make any mistakes. But Chris Doherty hasn't given up yet, has he? He's 11 seconds off, and we've got another, well, how many laps? We got 2-minute laps here, so we've got another few laps to go, but it's running out of time though. Yeah,
you have to imagine he could possibly catch Sam up, but he's made a few mistakes. But you never know, these cars are tricky, and Sam could also cause an issue, but it looks like Alex has really put the hammer down compared to Stu that last lap. He was a second faster.
Yeah, being such a long circuit as well, it goes to show those times that they're jumping around quite a bit. Because there's so many places to gain time and lose time as well, isn't there? So that's why we're seeing like one lap with having a 203 and then the next lap a 204. It's quite topsy-turvy, the timing charts here, aren't they? And it just goes to show as well how tricky the circuit is, even if it is a made-up one.
Yeah, I don't think this is a real place. If it is, it'd be amazing. But especially with the big old oval that's on the outside of it. I wonder if it's based on that one in Italy. It's like a massive circle that they do top speeds at. I'll have to try and find out. But see, Stuart and... It's not Stu, Scuderia Sam and Chris have really closed up now to just 2 seconds. So even though it was a bad last lap for Chris, he's somehow really closed the gap.
I think Scuderia Sam has had an issue there somewhere. He's clearly thrown it off the road because he was about 11 seconds off the lead, and suddenly he's gone to almost doubled that from the lead in the space of just a few corners. So he's definitely thrown it off the road somewhere, and this has allowed Chris Doherty to come really back into play here, and we could see a really good battle between this green car and the red car, and the Irishman versus the Welshman. Who's your money on in this one?
Ooh. Chris is on, he's got his hurry up lights flashing there, so you have to imagine he'd be favourite to really try and get past, but he's made a couple of mistakes now, so it's hard to say.
Yeah, it's whoever makes the fewer mistakes, but if it's just based on pace, you have to say Chris Doherty's got this one in the bag. He's been going along really nicely in these Caterhams, apart from the couple of errors he's made, and he's definitely one of the favourites for the championship, you'd have to say, of this Mojave championship with the Caterhams that we're doing. And another 4 races to come after this one, let's not forget. Lots of different track layouts to try here. And Scuderia Sam gets a little bit ragged in the last corner coming down the hill, and this has allowed Chris Doherty to have a great run on the outside of him here. But he's going to look for the switchback, and then he looks for another switchback, and Scuderia Sam gets a bit out of shape, and they touch a little bit, but just about managed to stay out of each other's way. Oh, it was really close, wasn't it? Rubbing wheels. And now side by side, still going up onto the oval. Chris Doherty prefers that really high line up there, and Scuderia Sam likes the really low line. So we'll see what happens now as they come off the banking. Remember what happened to Chris last time?
Yeah, you'll try and avoid that going into this faster right-hander. He doesn't want it snapping on him again, but really shows that you do need the slipstream to really pass on the straights, as they're neck and neck going into the second fast right-hander on this. Looks like a drag strip with the two lines. It's basically who can break the last bit. Looks like Chris has just got around the outside. Yeah, great move there on Sam. We'll have to see if Sam can fight back now, but Chris has really got the hurry up.
Yes, like you said, Alex, he had his hurry-up lights on, didn't he? Flashing away. And it certainly gave him a few more horsepower, it looks like. He had a great run on that straight at the back there, the drag strip. And he certainly out-dragged Scuderia Sam going down there, and he takes away 4th position. But now he needs to keep it clean for the next couple of corners to make sure he capitalises on that and doesn't give Scuderia Sam a sniff of any hope coming back at him.
Yeah, talking a bit of hope, Alex was 2 seconds faster that last lap than Stu, so I wonder if Stu made a slight mistake. As he... took the mistake! He's round!
Oh dear, Stuart Davis from the lead, and he resets the car quickly and he's away again. But look, here comes Alex now, here comes Alex. And it's really aggressive by Stuart Davis there to try and put his car on the line that Alex was coming from. But Alex sees it just in time and he slots ahead now. And that green car is in the lead. Fantastic. Bit of driving from Alex there to avoid that crash. Stuart Davis was quite, it was quite a bit dangerous to come back on the line and change direction so quickly, but he gets away with it. They both get away with it. And he's given up the lead, coming on to the last lap. Can you believe it?
Yeah, that was a bit naughty by him there, just blocking off, especially with Alex coming up so fast. But as he said, seems to be aware of the situation and got around him. But Stu will have the slipstream now on this straight, so he'll definitely be trying to fight back.
Yeah, just a slight lapse in concentration, that's all it was. And a couple of good laps from Alex as well that put him in the position to capitalise on that. And look, he's trying hard, but he's run wide now again. Oh, is he going to spin? No, not quite. But it's going to cost him a chance at fighting back Alex. And Alex must be thinking, this is like a late Christmas present. This is fantastic.
Yeah, be well happy in that Caterham, which kind of looks like the old Formula 1 team colours they used to run in that green and emerald green and yellow. It looks quite nice, but yeah,
Colin Chapman days.
I was thinking of the 2014 one, a more modern video,
that
I
one,
guess.
Yeah. Although that one was a bit of a minger, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true. But see, Chris and Sam, looks like they passed Duchef or lapping Adam. One of them. It's quite hard to tell. The cars look so similar.
Yeah, I think that might have been Adam there that they were just going past, although I'm not 100% sure. And just slotting past there, and I think whoever it was gave him lots of room, and there's someone doing donuts on the outside. I think
that's Cherry Berry. He's in the matching car to Chris there, so he's down.
A bit of a fan favourite moment.
Yeah, he might have just be spurring his teammate on there as he goes past. There's Alex there, quite cockily slows down and weaves a bit in front of Stu as he takes the win.
Yeah, almost as if to rub it in Stuart's nose in it for making that mistake, but rightly so. He shouldn't go throwing away a race win like that. And Crazy Stu, what a great return, great result for him there in 3rd place. Only made one mistake through that, but it didn't cost him anything in the end. Scuderia Sam trying his best to stay with Chris Doherty, but couldn't quite do it, didn't quite have the pace. And quite a big gap, actually, has to be said, back to Duchef, isn't it? Huge gap, actually.
Yeah, it's quite interesting, the different... Adam goes for a spin there. It's quite... as Cherry celebrates the race ending. It's quite interesting, the different times, really, towards the end. It shows the experience differences. Cherry's really been the fan favourite of this race.
Yeah, he gets the donut awards for sure in this one. But yeah, race 1 of 5, Mojave Cougar Ridge. It's Alex Seviel takes the win from Stuart Davis there. Looking back down the order as well, it looks like Adam eventually finished ahead of Free Gazelle and Toxico as well, who ended up on his roof, let's not forget. And Loopy McGee didn't even get to race in this one because he got disqualified at the start, but he'll be hoping for a bit of a better run at things in the next one. So join us there. It's going to be great racing, just like this one was. These Caterhams, fantastic.